Hi, is this on? Is this on?
I don't know. I check on my cell, but I'm not sure. More.
He's checking on his cell. Oh, dirty lens. Well, hi guys, this is Mark from the UTV guys, and we're from our headquarters. Yes, you can probably guess. I'm a French guy, and I live in Quebec, and I do ATVs and stuff. If Jason can turn down the freaking volume, because I'm getting feedback from his phone. Well, this is headquarters, so having a bit of fun, and I had issues with pressure washers. I don't know about you, but I've owned maybe, what, 12, 13 of these things? And I got so freaking fed up of having recyclable pressure washers, which sucks. Usually after 2 years, because I wash a lot of machines in 1 year. I even wash in the wintertime. I find a garage somewhere and I bring my pressure washer and I wash like I wash year round. Running into issues because they break down, and those large retail store box pressure washers with brands, you can't find parts for them, or if you can find parts, you find it online and the parts don't fit, or there's not a, you need a small washer or a spring, you can't find it, you need to buy the whole the whole pump assembly. So in the last couple of years I had great luck with this thing. So this thing is pretty awesome. This is a Stihl RB200. I've been quite surprised with this thing because it's starting its third season, and it runs great. Like, no issues, zero, nada. The only bug I have with this thing is these are about almost 600 bucks retail. The only issue I have with it is the gas tank, which is so freaking small that I can't finish washing a UTV under one tank of gas, because that thing is very, very small. So that's, but it's been really good to me, and nothing broke and all this stuff. But I went to one of my buddies, it's called Stefan, and he's a pressure washer retailer. He actually sells very high-end pressure washers. Like, he's got some of them that heat with the diesel fuel and all this stuff, sell for like 10 grand. But he's been selling some kind of a, how do I say that, generic brand with an extremely good pump setup on it, and this is it. He actually asked me to give this thing a try. So this is called the Kodiak RT2800, and the cool thing about it is, first of all, the frame is sturdy, very, very sturdy, and it's a I think it's a TechMC type engine, but I couldn't, you know, it's a knockoff, but it's a decent one because it's got the overhead valve thing. So it's not like 50 years in design, it's fairly recent. And what the cool thing about, and that's what Stefan is putting a lot of his money where his mouth is this pump here, which is actually, he says it's very, very good. And the cool thing about it is you can find parts for these pretty much anywhere. Like, you call Stefan, he's in Quebec City, but there are some retailers all over Canada, and you can get the parts. You need this bolt, you can get this bolt. You need the spring that's inside from the plunger unit, and you can get it. So that's a cool thing. Something I appreciated very much from my Stihl. You can get the parts at pretty much any Stihl dealer, but they're expensive, and most of them don't stock parts for them. But you can get them, you know, within a reasonable amount of time. This, he says, it can ship next day almost all the parts, pretty much anywhere in Eastern Canada, or any type of professional dealer that sell this stuff. Now, this thing is almost like close to 700 bucks. Why 700 bucks? Well, we got this sturdy frame, you get some nice wheels with inflatable tires. Okay, it's all nice, and you get five heads. from 0 to 45 degrees, and you get this. This one is for the soap dispenser because it's got a soap dispenser on it. So this is pretty neat. I started it up already. Started up at what? Third crank? Third crank it started? Four? Yeah. Four crank? And I didn't have the choke on.
4 or 5. One for...
One for the money.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if the crank was going. But all in all, it started up real nice. I didn't even put the choke on it. I thought I had the choke on. The choke was off. So that's why I didn't start first crank. Yeah. I lost a bet with Jason on this one. So here it is, and we got the water on it. We already took out the air bubbles. So we're gonna give it a whirl. So I'm gonna get. Oh, might as well show you around a bit. So this is Shogun. This is Jason's YXE 1000R. Hey Jason.
Yeah, hi guys.
Jason is a French, but he try his best to speak English because he wants to learn.
Yeah, I learned with Elvis Gratton.
You don't want to know about this if you're English speaking. Elvis Gratton is a disgrace of the Quebec. the worst type of dumbass you could ever get. Anyway. Yeah. So this is Shogun. So this is something we actually customize right here in my garage, right here at home. And this is a 2016 YXE 1000R SE2.
Yeah, SE2.
SE2. So
yeah.
This used to be gray and red.
Yeah.
So we did a few mods on it. The cool thing is this, we got an alternator on it. Because the stock alternator on this thing sucks. You put one light on it and you're not charging anymore. So we put the Yamaha original accessory alternator on it. Got an HMF exhaust. We changed the shocks actually. The stock shocks were Fox Performance Series. And we got these X2s from another, an SSSE. A 2018 unit that was made for racing, and the guy put Alca Stage 5 shocks on it, so we kind of took these and we got an awesome deal on it. So we've got the X2s, which are reserved for the 2018 up. So a little bit of work on that. It's got a custom tune. It's fast, and this one's got, at the same time, it's got some pretty unknown rubber, which is called the Kenda Mastodon HT. Very, very satisfied with these tires, huh, Jason?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah, I like, but it's expensive a little bit.
Yeah, they're expensive. They're about like $240 something a tire. You can look them up on revco.ca. They have them listed there. So the Kenda Mastodon HT, very nice, very good type of compound. Semi soft. I like it. It's nice. It's got good handling. It's a carcass. It's an 8-ply tire, and this one is 28 10 by 14 all around. It's starting to show some wear, but we're going to take the rears and put them up front, so we start using them equally at the price they're worth. We're going to take our time and use them properly. So this is my wrap job. I actually wrapped the exhaust on it. One for aesthetics, because the OEM exhaust manifold just looked like crap after a while. And Jason actually kills that thing. He drives it like he stole it every single time he uses it. So he uses it, and he uses it hard all the time. So
the machine is built for it.
Yeah, well, you're dirty all the time.
Yeah.
You're a slob. So we put on it the original tire rack spare carrier. This is actually the OEM tire that he got on it, and it's nice and sturdy. It didn't break, nothing. It's expensive though. It's like $600 just for that thing, but you can retain the use of this storage compartment, which is awesome. You need that if you're gonna have and you're gonna ride, because he rides
about this.
Yeah, well, I'm showing it. This is S&B particulate filter separator, and this thing is very awesome, especially if you're riding in very dusty condition. It actually is gonna on the rear end. It just kicks out dust and particles and all kinds of stuff, and you can listen to it. There's a lot of airflow on that thing, and this is like centrifugal force that's taking the particles out of the equation. You can see here there's a lot of dust here, because when you ride in dusty conditions, this is what actually happens. You got backup lights, spare, and a custom cage. So custom cage on that thing, custom paint. I actually painted this thing right here. Oh yeah, he's got a horn on it. What else? Like the X2 shocks, a light here, lights here, and a big light here. He's got all kinds of stuff on it. And we talked about the seismic mirrors. If you look at what we do a little bit, we talk about these mirrors. The first time we installed them, it was still red and gray. Yeah. And what, 3 years later? Yeah. 3 years later, they still kick ass. 2 years, 2 seasons later. And it's got the OEM front bumper, which I love because it just gives it this like look. So this is the beast. On the inside we made quite a bit of modifications. Switch pod, and he's got his GPS, hardwired GPS for, because you know he's always lost, so he needs to find himself. No, seriously. So this is about it. The only thing that we're still missing is some seats.
You talk about GPS?
Yeah, I just told him you had a hardwired GPS because you can't find your way anywhere.
You never lost with
track maps. That's what we use out east, Ontario and Quebec Maritimes. If you're looking for a trail system inside your GPS with excellent, and I mean excellent, base maps, you go for track maps. You go trackmaps.com. This is where you go. This is not sponsored in any way. We just use the product, and we like it. So this is Shogun. This is all painted, no stickers. I hate stickers. So this is I kind of put some some wear on that, and I taped that in my own garage here and shot that too. So it's we enjoy it.
Did you present the X3?
No, I didn't talk about the X3 yet. So Jason is all ecstatic because we've got a new boy in town.
We have many machines with a small garage.
Yeah, 2 small garage. This is supposed to be a studio and my garage and my shop and all this stuff.
I would like to have the same garage of SXX Dog.
Yeah, well, maybe. Those guys at side-by-side blogs, maybe in 10 years, because we do mostly French stuff, and French is very small, and English. Well, we're starting, and you know, I'd rather be humble and stuff, and we'll see where it goes from now. So this is my new project. This is how can we call this thing? This is JC's machine. He's a friend of mine. He's a retired Army, Canadian Army veteran, and for his 65th birthday, he actually got himself this thing. He had an X3 before. He had the 2017, but he wanted the bad boy. So the bad boy he got, and what happened with that is, well, he called Mark, the Can-Am guy that knows this stuff, and we kind of decided to make a build out of it, and I think I'm going to call it product Manta Green. There's going to be a whole lot more green if you just there's going to be something done with this stuff. And we got a lot of stuff here from Revco.ca, so you can see we've got a 4,500 pound winch. And if you guys want a winch and you want something that's really nice, good quality stuff, good quality components, and you can actually find parts for them if they break down, take a look at KFI winch. These are awesome. We got these 15-inch beadlock wheels that are going to be installed. We got 5 of them. The spare is going to go here because this is the accessory rack from BRP, which I love because it's it's just at the right place. It's not too high, not too low, and it actually can be moved upwards if you need to put some storage here and access it. I like it a lot because the new model here of the X3 with the bigger intercooler, well, the space here is getting smaller and smaller, so you only have room here to put a case or something, and it all depends on what's going to happen with JC's wifey. So we got a center mirror that was installed, OE. We got the light bar installed. He had this on his previous machine, so this is very good actually. That one it's very nice. Yeah, that's Baja design. That's it. Very good. I like the quality. It's nice and sturdy. The rest, we're putting some awesome bumpers, fully caged up in the front. Rock sliders on the bottom here. All of that stuff is super ATV. We're putting also the rear bumper. As these things are fragile, and JC actually rides this thing, will drive this thing in the cold weather. He doesn't. He comes from the North Shore, up north in Quebec. So he's
in Charlevoix.
Yeah, Charlevoix region, which they still have snow on the ground at this time.
Saint-Siméon.
Saint-Siméon, yeah, that's people in English won't even understand where that is, but it's really far on the north shore of the St. Lawrence River. So this is an XDS. The top trim in the speed. It's a turbo RR. It's got 2.1 clicks on the clock. So he brought I picked it up at the dealer. He never saw it actually. He never actually sat in it. Just it. So we got all this stuff in. I'm still waiting for color for my Raptor liner because for some reason I couldn't get the color from Raptor Liner Canada.
Well, what is the reason?
What is the reason?
For the color?
They're back ordered until hell freezes over.
So we try to have it with another supplier,
yeah, but they won't sell me this stuff. So we're gonna find a solution. So a lot of because I'm looking for exactly that green. So I have the color code, but I want that green on the bumpers and some of these parts here, and this is all going to be Raptor lined for durability and ease of shooting. So all of this stuff is going to be done. So that's project Manta Green, our X3 for this while, and this is pretty much my shop. Yeah. Some people say
what is the reason
I'm a CF Moto guy. Well, I'm not a CF Moto guy. It's just that I have a contract with CF Moto as an ambassador, and they trust me with some of their machines. Right now it's empty because they sold all the demos because of the COVID situation. But what I do with them is from Ontario right down to the Maritimes. I do what they call the demo tour.
The people maybe see Chris before.
Yeah, Chris Cote is the other guy, but he's got so many demos to do that that's what happens. They had to hire somebody else, and they decided to hire me. So this is the CF Moto demo tour. Don't mean I'm branded with CF Moto, but they trust me with their stuff, so I do the job they ask me to do, and I won't lie though. You know, they don't ask me to lie. Don't get me wrong here. No, but it's just that what happens is I gotta eat, and I do this stuff full time, and I'm not like those big channels in the US that can enjoy having all kinds of cool stuff with lots of visibility and stuff like that. I do my stuff organically, take some time, and that's how it is. So I need to work because I have this house to pay for. I have a wife, I have children, you know, I have kids, so I have to pay the bills, and I don't live I don't live in riches because I still have my 2010 Sierra 1500. That's my truck, and that's it. I love that truck though. It's been very good to me. 30,000 kilometers on it. Never broke down, and it was good. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to tape it but we're gonna tape it offline and come back to you on the channel with the stuff. So thanks a lot. This is Mark, and that is Jason.
Yes, thank you.
And we're the UTV guys. Ciao.